Lonzo say Swole meet my baby daddy, and David, you better not say anything about him. Lonzo saying Swole meet is like the artist. Lonzo say Swole meets the artist. He's the guy. He's literally the guy that um he'll get you pregnant, and you know he's gonna get you pregnant, and you don't care because you just don't understand the caress that man has. Every time I lay in his arms, I'm like, and I know YouTube can't even hear any of these because I'm using Zoom with this punk ass. Yeah. All right. So Monday is Mondaying, but we now be back on track. We are on the YouTubes, we are on the TikToks, and we are on the radio. All right. So the media wants us to feel bad because somebody died. Like impregnated with a glance in your direction. That's Lonzer. Listen. Listen. Lonzer gets you pregnant at the greeting. Hi, I'm Julie. Lonzo said Swole meets. Oh! 3 months. I didn't even know I was pregnant. But anyway, so the media wants us to feel bad. Media wants us to feel bad. And I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I got nothing. I know you want me to have some. I don't have anything. I don't. But it goes to show you that either we've always been this out of touch, America's always been this out of touch, or we're out of touch now and we just did not know anything. I'm seriously beginning to believe that America has always been this out of touch. We have always been out of touch. Our media's been out of touch. Our politicians are out of touch. Some of our citizens are out of touch. Some people believe that if I vote I vote Democrat and you vote Democrat, that we're friends. We're not friends. We're not friends. We're not co-workers. We're not allies. We're not none of this shit. None of that shit. I don't want nothing to do with your dumb ass. You know what I mean? Like dead ass. Imagine this. So there's a person. I won't even dignify the bitch with his own name. I won't say it. Who's just an USDA choice cut coward. You know what I mean? He's a coward. A straight up bitch. He don't like me, I don't like him. But he votes Democrat. So do I. Does that somehow make us friends? No. It's out of touch to say that shit. It is out of touch to even say that shit. So we vote the same. So we're supposed to be friends? No. No. I have a character and morals and values and shit. And your shit don't match up with me. So no, no. We're not friends. But the problem is when you shove everything into a binary, when everything is red or blue, Democrat, Republican, left, right, when you shove shit into that binary, you put a bunch of people in places that with people they don't have nothing to do with. Like, I got nothing to say to you. Nothing. Like, we ain't cool. We're not cool. The media over this past week since this CEO was killed, over this past week have tried to get us to feel bad. Y'all better feel bad, damn it. A rich man died. He was killed. And I'm going, people get shot every day, B. Yeah. Am I the only one that's saying that? Hey, yo, hey, people get shot every day, B. Like, that's my attitude. When I see powerful people get some shit happen to them, like one of them Koch brothers died, right? They are responsible for some of the most heinous actions our government have taken, period, right? They are. The Koch brothers. So one of them dies. And the media reports that Charles Koch, scion of the industry, has passed away. Feel bad. Hey, yo, hey. Rich people die every day, D. Like, what do you want me to do? This is what I'm talking about, being out of touch. I don't know if we've always been this way. I don't know if this is a new thing. I have no damn idea. But why the hell would I want to feel bad because somebody with more money than God died? People got lives, B. Like, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. And it's like, this is what happens when you try to smooth out the rough edges of American society. Some shit is great. Don't get me wrong. Some shit absolutely is great. There's no black and white to it. I get that. Some shit absolutely is a black or white thing. You know, just because Harvey Weinstein gave money to the Clintons doesn't mean I want anything to do with Harvey Weinstein. He can, right here, like Harvey Weinstein can take a long walk off a short pier over a large cliff down to the rocks. Like if I could, he would get the Killmonger defeats Black Panther part 1 of me. Is this your gig? What? But he's a Democrat, so I'm supposed to give a shit. I don't care. Got no to give. I got none. Like, I got none. There some edges, morning Nana, some edges is the edges of a person's life are sharp because it's supposed to be. That means there was a lesson that was taught that people needed to hear. And now that they've heard it, people can learn. How the hell are you going to tell people that work their asses off for pennies and biscuits to feel bad when a very rich person dies? And then the more I think about it, the more I start to look at a lot of people. Like I made an open challenge to Cenk Uygur and Ana Kasparian from the Young Turks. Explain to me, don't explain to the network, don't explain to all the right wingers you were trying to court. Explain to me, a 52-year-old black man in America, what woke is. Explain to me what woke is. Explain to me why my identity as a 52-year-old black man in America who's had to live in America during the crack epidemic, during the AIDS epidemic, during the Morning in America trickle-down economic bullshit. I lived in a time during the Central Park 5. I lived in a time during stop and frisk. I lived in a time of the Diallo killing with 46 bullets. I lived in a time of the Eleanor Bumpurs murder. I lived in these times. Explain to me why my identity as a black man should not count because y'all think we do identity politics. I made that challenge. And I mean that. I mean that. Explain to me. I want, because what happens is when you have these echo chambers and people don't come in to challenge them, you will have people saying stupid shit like woke mind virus. What the that is the dumbest phrase. Can we make angry? Angry. Can we make that, can we make something out of that? Like something stupid like a brain, I don't know, with a thought bubble over the top of it, like, I don't want the woke mind virus in me. Cause that's the stupid, but this is the extent of what happens when white people get a hold of black words and fuck them up. Excuse my French. I know I wasn't supposed to cuss. No profanity on this radio station before 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it had to be said. I had to say it that way. I had to say it that way, Angry. I had to say it that way. Like, see, do y'all understand how dumb that sounds? To people who are aware of, like, that are aware of the history of the word woke, do y'all know how stupid that sounds? We all say, everybody from the hip hop generation, everybody remembers the leather medallion, leather African medallions, remembers X-Clan, getting really into Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey. All of us, every time we hear a white person talk about woke mind virus, we sit there and go, like, brother man, did you hear that? Like, yeah, I did. What did they just say? They said woke mind virus. What the fuck? What is that? I'm serious. And the problem is, a lot of us from the African medallion stage of hip hop, we're not saying anything. Like, why hasn't Chuck D came out and said that's the stupidest shit I ever heard? Where are the members of X Clan that are still alive that remember us? Get woke and stay woke. Get woke so you get woke so you have to, no, stay woke so you don't have to get woke. Be aware, things of that nature. Why are we not saying anything? Those of us who grew up in the African medallion, African pride time of hip hop, why are we not saying anything? When Bill Maher is talking about woke virus, what the fuck? This is why I want these people to pay me when they use that damn word. Thank you, Dark. Where is KRS-One? I guarantee you nobody would use the word woke mind virus to KRS-One. Not without getting schooled. Listen, the teacher would get schooled. I mean, would school these people. Hey, Edo. Yeah, Sam, go ahead and tell them what happened. Like, I would love to see KRS-One and Elon Musk talk about the woke mind virus. Please let that, please let that happen. Please let that happen. Let knowledge reign supreme over nearly everyone. Have to hear that bullshit. Please, I'm begging you. Hey, Dave, if you go to see him, if you go to see KRS-One, get an autograph for him. But I need to see that. This is what I mean when I say people are out of touch, and I don't know whether or not we've always been out of touch, or is it some shit it just happened. I don't know which one it is. Like I'm dead ass. I don't know which one it is. Have we always been out of touch, or is it we're out of touch now? I don't know which one it is. Like that's the stupidest shit I have ever heard. I knew when white people started to use woke way too much. I knew we were in trouble. I said it. Yeah, I said we're in trouble. We are in trouble. We finna be some. There's about to be some problems. And the reason I said that is you cannot tell me that these people don't know how to read. They don't. There's no way in hell you can tell me these people don't know how to read. You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that there are a group. Well, you can. Diversity is what this country is. Equity is what this country should have for its people. Inclusion should be self-explanatory. But we got people talking about DEI. What? What? I Hey yo, people don't know how to read every day, B. Hey, hey, studio audience thought that shit was hilarious. For those who can hear the studio, listen, for those of y'all that can hear the studio audience, they thought that shit was hilarious. But we live in this dumbass country. And the craziest part about living in this dumbass country is how many people are mad at people to call it a dumbass country. And if you can convince people shit like woke is a mind virus and DEI means I hate white people, you can also convince them poor ass, dumb ass, ignorant ass, working class people to cry because a CEO got blown off, like blown out, got his cap peeled. Yeah, it's a direct line, kids. It's a direct line. It is a direct line. There is literally a direct correlation between I'm gonna take woke and tear it apart because I don't know what the hell it means. And then I'm gonna use it like a cudgel against shit because I don't know what it means. And hey, your po ass should feel bad. This very rich man that runs a company that denied people's grandmothers and grandfathers life because it was too expensive, he got killed. Feel bad, bitches. Like, saying, and in that same vein, in that exact same vein, anybody on the left, we all have to get along. Everybody on the right, everybody has to get along. No, absolutely the hell not. No. There's some people that vote Democrat that if I ever see them in life, it's going to be a short clothesline. I'm hitting them with the Jake the Snake Roberts short clothesline. Dead ass. Like we have nothing to talk about. We ain't got nothing in common. Stay out of my face. Like, are you? What the hell? What kind of shit? Every time, man. I got Boapped over there on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok, because of course I did. Because of course I did. Got Boapped. Did, and you know what, TikTok? You know what? I want you. Oh, look at me, TikTok. Look at me. Come real close. Come real close. This is why your bitch ass is getting banned. This is why. Even if you sell it to somebody, I will never come back to that bitch. Let me make this. Let me make this abundantly clear. If you were going to ban TikTok, it shouldn't have been for Chinese data breach and shit like that. It should be for the rampant racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, transphobia, and ableism. It should be for the very biased mods. It should be for the fact that there were child predators on the damn application, and it took the people using the application to get his ass off. Like, get him off the app, and they still come back. It's for the rampant, just everything that TikTok does. If you wanted to ban that bitch, ban it for that. Ban it for that. TikTok is so full of shit, its eyes are brown. Like dead ass. And they expect people to want to continue to come in and make trends, and they'll give you 35 cents for dancing to a damn dumbass song. I've gotten violations for some of the stupidest shit I've ever seen or ever heard. I got a violation. I literally got a violation for sexual activities because I made a video with my shirt off. Hold on. Y'all talks amongst yourselves. Shit. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, TikTok's about to be banned. And I, for one, can't be happier about it. Sorry, not sorry. Like doing live streams on TikTok, not even worth it anymore. Because you will get by. I've seen lives where people were just out there putting all kinds of disinformation bullshit. You know, Joe Biden is the one that actually killed Vince Foster for Bill Clinton. Hey, ain't y'all got rules against disinformation and misinformation? Yeah, but they're white. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Just never mind. Like seriously, and that's why that bitch should be banned. January 19th can't come here fast enough. I might get hired in Giraffe Coochie January 18th. Do one more live stream on TikTok and then tell them to go F theyself because tomorrow, you bitch, you won't even be here. They took away the actual creator program where you made a video, it got 5,000 views, you got paid. Oh, well, they were losing too much money. And then they come up with the TikTok shop. All that shit you can get on the TikTok shop, you can get on Temu. The TikTok shop is Temu with less steps. The TikTok shop is Temu with less steps. I said what I said. I said exactly what I said. Woman do. Woman do. What do you want me to do? Because it's true. Dead ass. And when it dies or when it's banned, I hope it's happy. Now, I have a Lemon 8 account. I have a Blue Sky account. I have an Instagram account. I have a YouTube account. I have a Facebook account. I have a Snapchat, but I really don't use it because I don't Snapchat shit. But they did this to themselves, man. They did this to themselves. Like nobody will feel bad. No. Hold on. Angry with the 3-pointer from downtown. TikTok shop is a fancy Temu. The TikTok shop is a fancy Temu. The TikTok shop is a fancy Temu. Whoa! They extended it for 40 days. They're gonna take it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court gonna be like, "Hey, get your bitch ass out of here." That's it. That's it. And if TikTok tries to come back another way, they need to get rid of them damn racist ass mods. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. Like seriously, the mod. I hope none of those mods ever work again. In fact, I will tell you this. This how I feel about it. This is how I feel about it. I run a production company. It's not big. We're still even trying to get into the barn so we can actually record in there. But I'll be dead ass if somebody came to me and literally was like, "Hey, here's my resume. I'd like to work for your company." Oh, okay. What was your last job? Oh, I was a TikTok mom. Bitch, get your ass out of my office. Get out of here. There's going to be some misunderstandings and some furniture moving. Get out of my office. Like, it's going to be some problems. There's going to be some beef. Like, it's going to be sizzler up in this bitch. Like, there's going to be some sirloin burning. There's going to be that much beef. Like, you better get your bitch ass out of here. You better get your bitch ass up out of here before you get stolen. Like, I'm going to hit you in the mouth. But wait, why are you being discriminatory? Bitch, get your punk ass out of here. Get your bitch ass out of here. TikTok mod. Like the mods can't never come out in the street, man. Mods can't never come out in the street. They can't go. Listen, at least you can't buy seafood on TV. You know, that's a janky coming. In case y'all needed to know, seafood off the TikTok shop is going to be a janky. Somebody's getting a janky for putting seafood in the damn TikTok shop. So somebody's gonna get this work for that bullshit. Somebody is going to get that work for this bullshit. You can't be, you know what I mean? Like you can't be out here selling seafood in the damn TikTok shop, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Hold on. Now I done something. I don't know. All right. Filter output. Can y'all hear me? Because Monday is really Monday. And give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, please. Listen. Thank you, Jeff. It shouldn't even be called seafood. What do you want, man? Pull it down. A la carte is a la carting me. Right. Just come on, man. All right. I appreciate that. Give me a second. God damn it. What, man? What? Come on. Let's go. Oh, now you want to go outside. Bro, man. What the hell, man? Around in a few seconds and have to let him back in because, you know, This is ah. All right, everybody can hear me. Everybody can hear me. Cool, 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 man. Cool, man. I said, come on, but I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all don't think, if y'all don't think there's gonna be a janky for the fact that you can buy seafood at the TikTok shop, y'all obviously have not watched the. And by the way, for those of you who are in the guild but do not know how to present a janky or what a janky actually is, I have two playlists on my TikTok page. They're called the Jankies 2023, and there should be one called the Jankies 2022 because I don't know if I made a playlist for Jankies 2021. But you can watch them, and you can figure out exactly how to do a janky, and then you will make your own videos using that exact same way. I'm pretty sure Angry has probably redesigned the janky itself, but you can get it as a background picture, and then you can make all the videos that you want. Thanks to Angry, who's the guy who Angry chooses violence all the time. I'm just telling y'all right now. Angry's the dude is like, hey, bitch, I choose violence. Like, right now, yeah, bitch, right now. I choose violence. That's what I do. I choose violence. And you know what? I'm going to reset this show because I did not shout out the sponsors, and I am sorry. I am so very sorry. So let me go ahead and quickly reset the show. This is the Sound of Coffee on Ghost Cloud Productions Radio. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I'm so good looking. So sexy. This show is brought to you in part by Glitterwix. Go to glitterwix.com, check out some delicious smelling candles and some merchandise and great merchandise from some of your favorite content creators, myself included. Glitterwix.com. This show is brought to you by Smooth California. Skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. SmoothCA.online. And finally, this show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence. A celebration of the melanation, but remember, you do not have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. MELExcellence.com. And now my dog wants to come back in. See, this is why I reset the show. Because I knew this was going to happen. Man, you don't bring your ass in the house. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Down. Go. Down. Come here, Alucard, because I know what you want. Alucard, come here. There. You're welcome. Go in. Oh. He got his medicine in him. He tripping. He's like, yo, son, I feel better, son. Yo, son, I feel better, dog. Feel better, dog. Hey, man. So, yeah, that happened. But, so, back to what we were talking about. I need, I need the white majority of this country to sit down and listen sometimes. I think what we now have here is a case of y'all have taken this bullshit as far as you can take it. Maybe it's time for y'all to sit down and listen. I was always taught that in order to be able to be a good leader, you must first be a good follower. You know what I mean? And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people are incapable of doing that. You know what I mean? Like, they're incapable of doing that. So if you're going to have a conversation about woke, you should have somebody in the room that knows what woke is and isn't. They won't do that. Like Elon Musk really said that his daughter was a victim of the woke mind virus because he has a transgender daughter. Victim of the woke mind virus. Victim of the what? What? The hell? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Like, you gotta be a special kind of stupid to make that even to even say that and make it sound like you know what the hell you're talking about. You have to be a special kind of stupid. Like you gotta be, there's extra crispy stupid, but you gotta be even different, like better than that. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like you're not, but he really said that. He really said that. And everybody, we all just sat around like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he means that. No, absolutely the hell not. No. But this is what I'm talking about. You got to be a special kind of dumbass to believe these things. And the other aspect of it is, if you notice, when people catering to stupid is the new thing, so even people with damn common sense are now catering to stupid. First example, perfect example, biggest example. Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks. First one, top of my head, first one. They now realize the money is with the dumbass. Dumbass people are throwing bread out. These are the same people that bought Donald Trump's sneakers and Donald Trump's Bible and MAGA crunch and shit like that. And they're spending bread. They are it. Listen, Donald Trump, I know y'all remember this. Do y'all remember people saying real men wear diapers? Because Donald Trump wears diapers? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? Mr. Marco was in it. Listen, Mr. Marco's like, hey, I just want to be a member for 24 hours, just so I can present a jank. Do y'all remember that though? There were people wearing diapers. I need y'all to feel me. I need y'all to dig down deep and feel your boy. I need you to feel me on this. Exactly, EXO. Hey, yo, this your mans? They were wearing diapers. They had a diaper with Donald Trump's face on it. And they put that shit on. Yes. Thank you, Jennifer. And then when he got shot, they put maxi pads on their ears. I feel like Diana Ross and Mahogany when I see that shit. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Ooh. These people spend money. Us rational thinking human beings are not spending money on sneakers with Donald Trump's face on it. I put it this way, nobody would have bought a Vice President Harris pair of sneakers. It would have been a waste of time for her to make them, and it would have been a waste of time for us to even see them, because we ain't buying them. Like, wait a minute, them shoes is how much? You can freedom, kiss my ass, freedom, kiss my ass. Whoa, ain't nobody buying that shit. Ain't nobody buying them shits. But do you know who is buying them? MAGA folk. The same people that believe in a woke mind virus. And that's where our media people, that's where they're now catering to. They're not catering to us. Those of us who can see a con a mile away, they ain't catering to us. They don't give a shit about us. They don't. They don't care. That they'll hand us some shit like woke mind virus and keep it moving like we ain't see them sitting there saying the shit. Like, bitch, you didn't like we are like Cat Williams, bitch. Do you know we can see you? You right there. Like, so they're not gonna cater to us. There's no money in catering to us. But there is money catering to these people. And it's just a slippery slope. Like on TYT, Dave Rubin used to be a host. Now Dave Rubin is a gay, conservative, Republican MAGA supporter. Like, did you forget the first part of that? You are a gay man with a husband, with a whole ass husband, and you over here with the people that don't like you. You know what I mean? There's no money over here. There's no sympathy over here either. There's really no sympathy from poor people about rich folks. There's no sympathy at all. None. And there's damn sure no sympathy for stupid people. Like we don't. No. We don't give a shit. Okay? We don't. We don't give a shit. And the problem with us not giving a shit is we're being fed shit to us. And the rest of us rational thinking people are like, I smell bullshit. You cannot sell me this shit. I know the prices. You cannot sell this shit to me. You can't. You cannot sell this to me. You got your rabbit ass mind. You're not going to get away with that. Okay? You're not. But what I'm saying is there's a direct correlation between demonizing education, between Morning in America slogans, between trickle-down economics never working, between catering to right-wing extremists, to woke mind virus and the far left's gone crazy, blah, 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 right? There's a coalition to that. And then a rich man gets killed, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, feel bad for him. Yeah, feel bad. This is one of the manic Mondays that I really want y'all to think long and hard on when the show's over with. We are being led into some bullshit. We're being led into some bullshit. This next 4 years is going to be ugly. This next 4 years is going to be extremely ugly. And it is going to be imperative on people that give a shit to take a stand, man. We're going to have to take a stand. And yes, kids, it's going to have to start at home. It's going to have to start at home. I got a cousin that's married to a guy that him and I never have to talk again in his life. Ever. We never, ever have to talk again in his life. Because he had the temerity to try to tell me why we should be looking at Donald Trump as a viable candidate over Joe Biden. And I said to him, hey man, I don't have to talk to you ever again. You understand that? You married my cousin. You didn't marry me. You married my cousin. Like, I never have to talk to you again. Like, I can cut your ass off quick. Like with a katana. Whoa! I was watching Ninja Assassin last night. Shroom. Like I can cut your ass off quick. You're not about to sit here and try to give me a sales pitch for that bitch. No, I'm good. Swing, I will cut your ass off. And some companies have holiday parties, others have a wake. Not a wake. But that's what I'm talking about. It's going to require us to do some shit that we probably are not going to like doing. If you're a rational thinking person and you get one of these irrational people in your face, you got to cuss them out. There's got to be some filth, Lauren filth. And, like, it has to be some filth, Lauren, filth, filth. You got to cuss they dumb ass out. And do not, I need people to not run away from the label of liberal or the label of angry. Okay? I need y'all to not do that because that's how they get you to stop talking. They say some shit like, oh my God, here comes a liberal. Yeah, bitch, I am. Yeah. Yeah. Liberals brought us the 40-day work week. I mean, 40-hour work week. Liberals were against liberals created child labor laws. Liberals created the weekend. When you say liberal, I wear that shit as a badge of honor and not conventional. No, bitch, I'm a straight up 100% hardcore damn liberal, bitch. And if you really want to go there, I'm a socialist. I'm a socialist. You know what I mean? We gotta, when somebody says some shit about woke, you need to check them right when they say it. I don't give a damn if it's a family dinner. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit if it's a family dinner. You need to check that ass. They're like, all right, so tell me something. What does woke mean? Shut your stupid ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. Why you out here talking? You talking about shit you don't know nothing about. You don't know a damn thing about it, so what the hell are you talking about? Shut your stupid ass up. Shut the F up. You know what I mean? That you gotta be willing to do that though. Some people are not willing to do that because rocking the boat scares them. I'm crazy. I stay on a rock boat. I stay on one. My shit ain't, listen, my shit ain't, come on now. Come on. My shit stays on a rock boat. You have to tell these people. We cannot, if you surrender yourself to this bullshit, if you surrender yourself to this bullshit, you will condone it and your kids will be the ones that suffer for it. Like Nana J. We have Nana J in the chat over on YouTube. I love Nana J. Love Nana J. Right? Beautiful black woman. Beautiful black queen, excuse me. Nana J's fight against this shit has been going on forever. Okay? Because it's always been this way. It's always been this way. So Nana J fights for her kids. And she has her kids fight for their kids, her grandkids. And it goes on. You have to fight this shit. Because if you don't, it will become normalized. We should have chin checked white people saying woke and not knowing what the hell woke means years ago. There should have been some super kicks coming when you hear some dumbass person talk about woke or the woke this, the woke a Nazi. Bitch, what does it mean? What does it mean? Then why are you over here talking about some shit you don't know what it means? When they was talking that bullshit, CRT shit, We should have literally called them the racists that they are and kept it moving. Nah, we don't want to. Don't rock the boat. No, bipartisan about it. No, you normalize this goofy shit if you don't stop it. If you don't say something, you normalize it, and if you normalize it, it's too late to fight it then. And this next 4 years is going to prove, without a shadow of a doubt, that a lot of us are not fighting hard enough. Think about all the people that work in U.S. Steel that voted for Donald Trump, only to find out that he is canceling orders for steel from Japan. And now out here talking about it feels like a gut punch. Why, bitch? You saw him get ready to cock it, like you saw him do this to your guts. What the hell it feels like a gut punch. How did it feel like a gut punch when you saw it coming? Look how many people thought that this man's tariffs were going to help him. And then they find out what a tariff is. And they over here going, oh shit, wait a minute, hold up. How do I change my vote? Bitch, it's too late. It's too late. What I really want American society to do is to put down the Martin Luther King and pick up the Malcolm X. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, you cannot be peaceful with stupid people. You got to be hostile. You have to be. You got to draw your line in the sand and stand on it. Like, hey, you keep that stupid shit away from my kids. And if you bring it anywhere near my kids, we're going to have a problem. Malcolm always said, be courteous, be respectful in all things. But if a man puts his hands on you, send his ass to the morgue. You have to be that way. And you have to be that way with stupidity. If you are working with a coworker and they bust out with woke mind virus, that is your time to tell that coworker, all right, now, what does it mean? Huh? What does it mean? Huh? What does woke mean? It's a mind virus. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut your ignorant ass up. You were talking about some shit you don't know a damn thing about. Shut your stupid ass up. Oh, but you know, that might make the workspace very very chaotic. Good. 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 We need to ask of our news people, why are you up here saying some shit you don't know nothing about? Like Fox News as a whole should be condemned as like, you know, entertainment Ebola. Like that's all it is. That exactly. They wanted a guy with a damn brain worm. Some bitch that sat there and said, I was at the bottom of my class. I started doing heroin. I went to the top of my class. And there are people actually there trying to defend that shit. Hey, yo, it's heroin. It's that boy. Again, 70s blaxploitation films have spoiled me. Because when I was growing up, heroin was bad. Heroin was horrible. You shouldn't do heroin. Heroin might kill you. There's a movie, one of my favorite movies, called Sugar Hill with Wesley Snipes. That's what his mother and father were on, heroin. Mama got some good shit and she gone. Daddy got some shit because the son gave it to him, his older brother. That was heroin. Neither one of them went to the top of their class, now did they, RFK Jr.? If you sit and let that shit be, well, you just say, well, heroin actually helped the one his class. If y'all let that shit stay, we're going to have a bunch of heroin addicts and be wondering, well, how did it happen? Because RFK got out here and bragged about the shit. What the hell kind of shit is that? A man with a brainworm said that heroin made him a better student, and we all just hey, what's going on television? What? Excuse me? Huh? Did this man just say he was on heroin? He was on that boy, that French Connection. Are you and we just let that shit go? Stop. All right, my spouse and I entered a cookie bake-off at my work. We placed first for the non-decorated that'll be selling our cookie. Congratulations, James! Everybody give James a round of applause, man. Give James, listen. Yes! Yes! Congratulations, James. You and the wife, congratulations to both of y'all. Like, Aaron! That boy! That boy! Are you serious? There used to be a time rappers couldn't talk about drugs in their songs. They had to go up and talk to a congressional meeting. Why do you guys say bitches and hoes? And why do you use weapons why do you talk about guns in your raps? RFK's like, I was at the bottom of my class. I took some heroin. I was at the top of my class. What? What? Are you for? What? You gotta be kidding me. And they just let that shit just. Hey, who's playing the ML70? What? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Virtual flag on the plate. Come here. Come here. Get over here. Hey, come here, Tommy. 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 Come here. Tommy. Tommy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit down. Sit down. Tell me what you said about that heroin, Tommy. Tommy. Don't look at me like that, Tommy. Tommy. I said what I said. Get me. Get over it. Get over here. Get over here. What about the heroin? Get over here. Our president of the United States said that Haitian people were eating dogs and cats. And then, here's how it happened. He said it on a debate stage, and then people went and tried to find the story of people eating dogs and cats. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Are you high now? Are you high right now? Did you take some of RFK's heroin? And the media reported about that shit like it was really happening. You want me to run this? Absolutely. They're eating the dogs and the cats. If you don't get away from me, I will kick you in your dick. Get away from me, Bob. Bob, take one more step near me, Bob, and I will kick you right in your penis. I promise you. Got to be kidding me. But again, this is what you get when you don't fight stupidity at every level. And it goes right back to, you better feel bad, a rich man was killed. AOA. And again, not wishing death on that man, not celebrating, not sitting here, yeah, party's high. No, it's, hey, yo, hey, people get shot every day, B. You be all right. You tough, right? Like, I'm just saying. And we have to call our media personalities out for that shit. Chris Cuomo was really mad. If y'all go on YouTube, there are people talking about Chris Cuomo being mad that other people were out here not saying anything. You know what I mean? Yo, Sam, let me stop the show right quick. Sam, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You were not a failure, my friend. You are not. Your little girl accomplished wonders in her short time being here. She knew that you were the best dad in the whole world. She knew this. You were absolutely the best dad in the whole world. And she felt your love and she gave it back to you freely. You did not fail, my friend. You didn't. I don't know anything about the mysteries of the other side of the world. I mean, on the other side, I don't know anything about them. I'm an atheist, so I believe that I'm going to die. They're going to put my body in a box and they're going to put the box in the ground, right? But I know I have done something in this life. I have accomplished something. I have touched people's lives. I have made people laugh, made them smile, made them cry sometimes. I've made them think. And I've had a long life to do it because I do believe in the idea of purpose. Your little girl had a purpose. And the purpose was to show you what true, unconditional love felt like. Your daughter gave you no conditions on the love that she gave. None. She gave it to you freely. And that was what her purpose was. Do not ever look at yourself as a failure. Never. Don't you ever look at yourself as a failure. Because if she could have, if she could have, she would have told you, you're the best dad in the world, the very best dad in the world. And that she loves you. She loves you or loves you. And I say that in the present tense, not in the past, because she will never go away. She will be with you forever. But she loves you. She loves you more than you will ever know. And I hope that love, that feeling in here sustains you and that it keeps you. Loss hurts, don't get me wrong. I just celebrated 4 years of not having my mom on this earth. Loss hurts. This is why I told you when you sent me the message. Live in it. You let your emotions in. Let them out. You and your wife, be there for each other. Be there for each other. Love on each other. Cry together. Mourn the loss of your little girl. But don't you ever think of yourself as a failure. Because far beyond me or anybody else telling you, your little girl told you in every moment you had with her. She told you how truly loving you are, and how much she loves you. Don't ever, ever, ever forget that, my friend. That one right there. No, Sam, stop that. Stop that. That's the beauty of the sound of coffee. There is no script. Okay. I take this show where I want to, dog. I go wherever I want to. If I'm feeling it, baby, we feeling it, baby. Because I control the show. And I'm pretty sure I didn't hear none of that. Control. Oh shit. Y'all heard that. Wow. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Y'all actually heard the echo. Like, you didn't stop shit over here, Sam. I take this show where I want to. I can do whatever I like. That's what I'm saying. Insert Dr. Doom echo. Do you need this? Who is speaking to me? It is I, the villain. I'm the bad guy in the story. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, they should have never gave me a soundboard. And once I figure out how to have the soundboard sound through Zoom, you guys will know. Y'all will know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. But it also goes to something that I was made aware of last night. Somebody had the audacity to call the Villains Guild an ego, like an ego boost or whatever. You know what I mean? Let me help y'all understand something. Beware of people that will not stand for shit. Beware of people that will not put themselves out there to stand for shit. Because those people are the most worthless sons of bitches in any conversation whatsoever. I said what I said and I ain't taking it back. Those people are horribly worthless. Like, like those people are horribly worthless. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. A collective of people who see that the people on the ground, the least of us and things of that nature, the most vulnerable are not getting their voices heard. They're not being heard. You know what I mean? And they said, enough is enough. We're going to do something about it. We're going to be the bad guys. We're going to be the ones that the truth tellers. We're not doing it for our ego. We're doing it because it needs to be done. Right? If these people are the heroes, we're the villains. A collective, an organization is formed. That organization becomes the Villains Guild. Right? The premise for the entirety of what the Villains Guild stands for comes down to this. It's not me, it's we. That's why there is not a single centralized leader of the Villains Guild. You talk to any member, they will tell you, yeah, I'm a leader in the Villains Guild. From me all the way down to Dark Ginge, who's our newest member. We are all leaders. We don't all have a script. We don't have a script that each of us has to follow. What we feel is what we feel, and we say what we feel, right? Chaos King, member of the Villains Guild. I never tell Chaos King what to say. He never tells me what to say. It just so happens that we're kind of in the same age group. So we see things the same way. So we think about things the same way, which means a lot of the things that he talks about and a lot of the things that I talk about, they kind of coincide. They flip over. You know what I mean? We have diversity, not because it's cool, but because it organically happened. The criteria was the same. There are 3 laws in the Villains Guild: unbreakable, unshakable. Don't mess around with these laws. You cannot change them. They are the foundation of the guild. Be authentic in everything that you do. Be yourself authentically in everything you do. Tell the truth, no matter the consequences, even if it means you will have to suffer them. Fight for those who cannot fight for themselves in every aspect, no matter what happens. Those are the 3 laws of the guild. Does that sound like an ego thing? Does that sound like an ego thing to anybody? I'm not saying act like me. I'm saying be authentic in everything you do. You can't even, we won't even look at you for a membership if you do not exhibit those 3 qualities. We won't even look at you for membership if you do not exhibit any, like if you exhibit 2 of those qualities, but not a third, you can't come in. You can't. Because you will not come in and make this about yourself. Doesn't work that way. And if anybody tried it, I would kick them out. I would rescind membership to the Villains Guild if I found that. This is not a internet club, is what it was called. An internet club. No. We don't all get together and you know, commiserate. We don't do that shit. No. We have lives. We have lives. Every one of us has lives, whether we're a retiree, working class, stay at home, whatever. We have lives. And if you notice, some of us use the hashtag the Villains Guild. Some of us don't use the hashtag the Villains Guild. Say, okay with me. It's okay with me. I don't have a problem with that. But the one thing that binds us all, the one thing that binds the over 50 members of the Villains Guild are the 3 laws. The 3 laws. Authenticity, truth, fighting for something greater than yourself. This is what is missing. This is what is missing in American discourse when it comes to politics and society. There are no people willing to stand up on business like that. There isn't. Not a lot, at least. And Bernie Sanders, for all of everybody loving him some Bernie Sanders, for all of them loving some Bernie Sanders, I like Bernie Sanders' ideas, but we need a younger version. We need a younger version. There are no truth tellers in America anymore. There's a profit margin in everything. People have to think about the brand and the this and the that. And Now, do members of the Villains Guild have outside things that they are invested in? Of course they do. I have an entire production company. I do the day-to-day operations for a radio station, an internet radio station. I want to sell merch. I'm getting with Trenzy so we can get Sound of Coffee merch. We have a Discord server that I'm going to revamp, and there's going to be a section called The Sound of Coffee, where people can come in, they'll watch the show, everybody, all in the Discord chat and things of that nature. Yes, we do all have outside things that we deal with, that we talk about. We're invested in. But the guild is not about that. Is the guild going to sell merch? Yes, it is. The Villains Guild store is coming. Angry and I are working on stuff now. Yes. But guess what that is? That's a brand. The Villains Guild merch store is a brand. Ghost Claw Productions Radio is a brand. Ghost Claw Productions is a brand. Thomas the Villain Bishop is not. I'm a person. Authenticity. Authenticity. Of course, I like to make money just like anybody else. My professional name is Thomas the Villain Bishop. My personal name is Thomas McCormick. Same person. It's just, when I get in front of a camera, I put on Thomas the Villain Bishop, right? But just because you don't understand it, just because you think that this is some club and that there isn't a higher purpose in this shit, doesn't mean that there isn't. And that's the thing. When you talk to these people, whether it's in the media or your politicians, stop listening to their words. Look for their actions. That is where you will find your authenticity. Think about that. The heroes in the media, the heroes of politicians, the heroes in corporate America, what are the three things they do that are against everything that the guild does? They are not authentic. They are selling you something. They are selling you what they think you want. So they're not being authentic. They do not tell the truth. They'll tell you half of it, or they'll tell you part of it, but they won't tell you all of it. And they do not fight for anyone other than themselves. That's what distinguishes the heroes from the villains. Heroes are inauthentic. They're not authentic, excuse me. They're not authentic. They don't tell the truth, and they don't fight for anybody other than themselves. Villains are authentic. They tell the truth, even if it's ugly, and they fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. We have trans members of the Villains Guild. At no point, I will not stand for anybody misgendering them. I won't. If you're a member of the guild and you misgender somebody in it, you will no longer be in the guild, and I will say that. I will say that. Now, yes, I have the largest platform out of any member. I also, the name The Villain is in my professional name, but this is not about me. This was never an ego thing for me. In fact, the foundation of what we started with me and Elijah, aka Professor Moriarty. It started with the two of us, and I've told this story before on the show. What is it that we want to see done? We want to see people that are themselves, talking truthful and fighting for people whose voices are not heard. That was the impetus for what the hell we got going on right now. That was the beginning. In the beginning, there were 6 of us. And it has grown. Gretchen is our secretary. She is the keeper of the Villains book. When I say the books are closed, that's what I'm talking about. Gretchen is the person they're like, hey, the books is closed. We're at this amount of members. Okay, now we start looking to see who would be a member. But to be a member means that you will have to give your ego over to something greater than yourself. don't care if I ever make a dime off of being a member of the Villains Guild. I don't care. That is, if anybody is trying to make a dollar off of being a member of the Villains Guild, you got to get up out of here. You got to go. Like, we cannot have you up in here. And we're not always going to get it right. Case in point, what happened this year. We're not always going to get it right. We're going to be late on shit. We're going to miss things. But the fight still remains in the three laws. So for somebody to believe that this is about an internet club with it, or our stroking our own egos, you have us effed up in the first place. That's probably why you're not a member. If I was to tell you how many members and how long of just an incredible arc of people, human beings that stand under the VG banner, your jaw would drop. Your jaw would drop. And again, we don't always get along. We don't. Listen, I'll tell you that. We don't always get along. There have been fights in the Discord server. Trust me when I tell you. But that doesn't mean that I still wouldn't stand on my own business for any member. Seriously, where do you see that at anywhere in American public discourse? Where do you see that at? Where the hell do you see anybody in conversations about America's path forward or progress? Where do you see anybody that is willing to forego their own ego, forego their entire ego for something greater than themselves? Where do you see that at? Where do you see that at? You have to be of a certain character for us. We don't go by flash. We don't. We go by substance. You gotta really, really, really be about something to even be considered to be a member of this organization. We're not just taking anybody because it's popular. No, because you can be a popular person and have a shitty personality, and then boom, you up out of here. You gotta go. And that's the thing. Why is it that the Villains Guild is being held to a standard that MSNBC isn't held to, or CNN isn't held to, Anderson Cooper isn't held to, Joe and Mika aren't held to, Chris Cuomo aren't held to? Oh, we are 50-something people who play the villain of every damn story. We are the response. When I say the pendulum goes one way, we are the other side where the pendulum goes. That's our entire existence. The truth don't give a shit who tells it. It don't. The truth don't give a shit who tells it. A CEO dies. The heroes want you to feel bad, even though this CEO has done this to thousands and millions of lives. In the process, we're the ones to tell you, why the hell should I feel bad? I didn't do it. I'm not cheering for it, but I can tell you right now, I'm not upset. I'm gonna have me a sandwich. The heroes will tell you that Elon Musk is a genius, and we should be glad that he's part of the administration of the incoming president. We will tell you, hey, hold on. Ain't he an illegal alien? That man, ain't he illegal? He's still on a expired student visa. Does he belong here? Oh, and by the way, how are two guys that never served in the United States military gonna cut and slash benefits, medical benefits for veterans. There should be some other veterans involved in this besides these two mooks. The heroes will tell you that Donald Trump was good for the economy and we should look at his economic achievements. We'll tell you, hold up, ain't he also a felon? That man's a felon. Y'all elected a felon. Why he shouldn't even be here. He shouldn't have been able to run. He's a felon. It's unpopular. We don't believe in bipartisanship. The Villains Guild is not trying to be bipartisan. We're not. We're not trying to be bipartisan, nor are we trying to be the sort of people that goes along to get along. We ain't reaching across the party aisle. If we reach across, you're not going to like what we send on the other side. Put it that way. If we reach across the aisle, you will not like what happens. Because we're going to reach across the aisle, smack shit. It's going to be like this. Daddy. Something greater than yourself. It was never, for me, the biggest benefit of being a member of this organization is that I have 50-something odd people that will correct me on my shit. DT Bro is our villain in arms. He is the one member out of all of us that could go to any single member, tell them they're screwing up. Not only will we listen, we correct. DT can do that to me. We gave him that power. We did. Dave the Viking and Tiger Bomb are our conflict resolution. If two members of the guild are not getting along, they come in, they talk, and they settle it. This is a structured organization. The Petty Auntie is our information villains. If there's something we're going to make a video about, but we're not really sure about it, hey, let me go talk to Petty Auntie. The Shadow of the Guild does background checks. Nobody knows who the Shadow is. It is a member, but nobody knows who they are. And it stays that way. We give it, hey, this person wants to be a member of the guild. We give it to the Shadow. The Shadow does the background checks and things like that. And then they come back and say, yeah, this person would be good quality or this person would not be good quality. The end. Doc Hazard is comedy villains. He's the one that makes sure that we all stay and remember or stay grounded and remember we're not these pieces of floating wood out there. He makes us laugh. He absolutely 100% is the funniest person, one of the funniest people I've ever seen in my life. Big Joe is our discipline villains. If they're, let's say a guild member is in violation of something, Big Joe would look at that and go, okay, maybe, you know, we make sure we don't speak to them or they don't speak to us for 20 days, whatever. Or it might be expulsion. You know what I mean? There's a structure to this shit. The Obsidian Six of the 6 original members. There is a rule that if any member cannot fulfill their obligation as a founding member of the Villains Guild, then another member will take their place. So if something happens to me, another member will step up because there should always be 6. The 6 do not lead. The 6 are the heart of the guild. They are there to remind every member what it is we stand for, the 3 laws. This ain't a damn internet club. Internet club. Internet club. We do. We have a media villainous. That would be Dr. Ben Dodd Arrow. And we are looking for someone to be charity villainous. A person that once a month, this is what the guild is going to push. This is the charity we're going to push. It's done. Background checks been done, things of that nature, everything, right? But I say all that to say this. We should demand more than being told we should feel bad for things. We should demand more, that people not say shit that they don't know what it means. Like, I don't think you should be allowed on television talking about woke this, woke that, if you don't know what the hell woke means. And if you're going to do it, if you just so have to put them on the air because you believe in this both sides shit, there should be somebody like KRS-One on the other side ready to school your stupid ass. Yeah, the drunken millennial. Yeah. But these are the things that you're going to need to ask for in the next 4 years going forward. This is not just, it should not be just the Villains Guild that do these things. This is something, these are the standards that you should literally demand of every politician, of every newscaster, of your pastors, of your city council members, of your mayor, the people that lead you or the people that want to lead you. These are the things that you literally should be demanding of them. Authenticity, truth-telling, and fighting for those who cannot fight for themselves. I use the Guild as an example because that's what we stand on. But that should not be a controversial thing. It shouldn't. It should not take an organization to tell you these are the things that you want in your life. Because if we were being authentic with ourselves, our newscasters would know, okay, let's not shame these people for the reaction to the death of this CEO. Let's do a story on why these people feel this way. Let's get to understand some of these stories, like the time somebody's mother had breast cancer, but because the new experimental treatments were so expensive, an insurance company didn't cover it, and she died. Let's do that story. Let's do a story about the little girl, who has leukemia. Little kid, she's 9 years old, has leukemia, and the insurance company is not going to cover her treatments, nor are they going to cover her travel. So this little girl dies. Let's do the story about that. That should be the authentic thing that you should want for your media. You should want from your politicians to tell you the truth. If you're a veteran and these people are talking about, we love veterans. Hey, bitch, wait. Do you love me enough to not cut my damn benefits? But we love the military. Hey, you heard me the first time. Do you love me enough not to cut my damn benefits? But I'm standing next to some troops. Hey, sit your stupid ass down and answer this question. Do you love me enough not to cut my benefits? Well, actually, we were looking at things to how to trim the budget. Are veterans benefits in there? Yeah, then I ain't voting for your stupid ass. You should want to have people that fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. The least of these, my brethren, you have done unto me. Jesus gave a parable about this. Jesus Christ gave a whole parable about it. When I was sick, you nursed me. When I was in jail, you visited me. When I was hungry, you fed me. And Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or sick, or in prison and comfort you? He even said it. Inasmuch as you've done for the least of these, my brethren, you have done unto me. So if there is a homeless man walking around in the streets today, and a federal government that can send arms and ammunition to different countries to blow each other the hell up, tells you there's no money to feed that hungry, homeless man, you should be mad. Inasmuch as you've done unto the least of these, my brother, you have done unto me. What you do to the least of us, Jesus said you've done to him. You should expect these things. And if we don't start asking for it, we are going to fail as a people, as a nation. If you want to use the model that the Villains Guild is built upon, by all means do so. By all means, do so. Don't steal the name. Don't steal the logo. Don't steal any of the members. But if you want to have your life shaped by authenticity, telling the truth, and fighting for those who cannot fight for themselves, by all means do that. We encourage you to do so. And as far as an internet club, if you have the balls to say it in a video, then try saying it to me. You know who you are. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. Now, gotta end this show, kids. Gotta end this show. Maybe tomorrow I will have all of my electronic problems solved. I won't. I'm telling you I won't. The dogs are still gonna be dim dogs and what have you. If you like what I am doing here, if you enjoyed this, please think about becoming a member at patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop for as little as $3 a month. You can help me keep all of this running as bad as it is. Okay? As bad as it is. Let's just be honest, it's running bad. I am going to start putting up videos of daily things with them dogs. You will meet Alucard, Jersey, and Bingo. You'll get a chance to see them interacting with me and me interacting with them. And it's going to be exclusive to Patreon, patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. This show is brought to you in part by Glitterwix. Go to glitterwix.com. Pick up some delicious smelling candles and some great merchandise from some of your favorite content creators, myself included. It's Christmas time. Y'all need to be thinking about going over to Glitterwix and getting your woman something that smells better than your nasty ass feet. Glitterwix.com. This show is brought to you in part by Smooth California skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. Again, Christmas time. Some of y'all have the skin of Killer Croc. It's time for you to address it sincerely and get it fixed by using skincare products from Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online. And finally, this show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence, a celebration of the melanation. But remember, you do not have to be melanated to be a part of this celebration. It is Christmas time. And what would look better on your loved one than a t-shirt and a hoodie with Brother Malcolm, with a beautiful black queen, with Harriet Tubman, or the incomparable Muhammad Ali? Think about it. You know you want it. melexcellence.com. Kids, this has been a great, fantastic show. The Sound of Coffee crew is here. So before I leave, we love y'all. We absolutely love every single one of you. I've told you before, there is no show without you guys. I love you so very much. And what do we say every single day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Sound of Coffee. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great, fantastic day. Love, peace, and hair grease. Love you guys. Love you guys. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on.